What's up? I'm Coach Howe. In today's movement recode, we're going to be doing some strengthening and lengthening in some of our decompression positions. We're going to go through two positions, one on our back and one on our stomach. So we're going to start on our back side and we're going to go through repetitions, breath work of 5-second inhales with 7-second exhales. During the 5-second inhale interval, we will be taking our elbows against the ground and pressing them through the floor, along with our heels, toes pulling towards the knees and heels driving down into the ground. So we will be applying force into the ground during that inhale 5-second portion, and then releasing, letting go of that tension, and exhaling for that 7-second interval. We'll do 3 intervals in each position that we go through. On our back, we'll start shoulders, elbows right here underneath our rib cage. Then we'll go hands out to a T position, and we'll come up to an I position. So there will be 3 intervals of 3 breaths on the back. We'll then flip onto our stomachs, and we will have 5 different intervals on our stomach with the same breathwork repetitions. We will start hands underneath the shoulders. We'll go to an I, A position, T, Y, and I. So let's go ahead and get started. Remember, as we inhale, we are applying force. As we exhale, we're letting go. On the flip side, when we're on our stomach, when we're inhaling, we're lifting up off the ground, applying that tension force. And as we exhale, we can set back down and let go. So we're going to get started on our backs. We'll just go into any position that's comfortable for us. I'm going to keep my legs somewhat extended with a very slight knee bend. If you need more of a knee bend, that's totally okay. Whatever is going to help you keep that nice position in your backside and have a long decompressed spine. So we're going to get started here. Once again, I want elbows at the rib cage. Make sure your shoulders are comfortable. We can just take our hands and point them to the sky. And we're going to start pressing through the floor, taking our first inhale in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, breathe into the back of the shoulders, back of the neck, press the elbows and the heels through the ground, and release and exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling again, pulling the heels to the floor, pulling the backs of the shoulders and the elbows into the ground for 3, 2, 1, and release. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last rep here in this position. Really applying those elbows, applying that force to the ground. Breathe into the back of the ribs, in between the shoulder blades, and exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring our arms out into our T position. This time we're going to be driving the back of our hands and forearms, shoulders through the floor, still driving the heels down through the floor as well. Once again, you can keep your legs extended or get a slight knee bend, whatever's comfortable for you here. Let's get going for that first inhale and applying pressure in 3, 2, 1. Pulling the back of the neck long, breathing into the back of the shoulders, breathing into the back of the neck. And exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Applying that force again, driving those heels through the floor, feeling those backs of the shoulders press down through the floor, back of the palms, back of the hands pressing through the floor. And exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one here. Nice big deep breath in through the low belly. Breathe into the back of the rib cage, back of the shoulders,
Feel the neck get long. And let go. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms are going to go up overhead. If you need to make a W position, that's totally fine. If you can get into a Y position, that's okay. Whatever range of motion you have today, whatever's comfortable. We want to make sure we still have room in our shoulders and our neck so we're not scrunching our shoulders up too much. We're going to apply those back of the hands, forearms and shoulders back to the floor, heels driving through the floor in 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. And let go for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice deep inhale, fill up the low belly, fill up the back of the rib cage, pulling the back of the head long, finding space in the neck and shoulders, and release. Nice exhale. Last set here, press through the floor. Heels are even pulling towards your butt. Really feel those hamstrings, feel those glutes. Backs of the shoulders pressing down for 2, 1. And on this last exhale, really get to the bottom of that exhale. Pull the rib cage down. Relax, get heavy into the floor. 3, 2, 1. Wiggle it out, shake it out, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Let's get ready to flip over onto our side. We're gonna come into our tummy time position. Once again, we're gonna hold on to that same breath sequence, inhaling for 5 seconds, exhaling for 7. When we inhale, we're lifting our limbs off the floor. We're gonna keep our feet on the floor. To be specific here, we're just lifting the arms off the ground, so a little bit more of that shoulder and thoracic spine tension here today. So let's go ahead and get into our tummy time position. I would like you to tuck the toes if possible, pulling the toes towards your knees. We're gonna go ahead and start with our forehead resting on the mat, and we're gonna get our hands into a push-up position. Wanna make sure our elbows are not flared out to the side. We do wanna tuck our elbows in towards our rib cage, just like how we did starting on that back line decompression. And when we get started here, I do want you to lift your forehead off the ground, keeping the nose and the eyes staring towards the floor. So we don't want to get our head picked up here. We want to keep that neck nice and long, pulling the top of the head long towards the wall in front of you. You can't have your knees into the floor while tucking the toes. And we're going to get started here for that first inhale and lift off in 3, 2, 1. Big inhale into the back of the shoulders, back of the neck. Feel yourself get long. 2, 1. Exhale for that 7 seconds. Let your hands come down to the floor. You can put your palm onto the ground or let those fingertips rest in Spider-Man fingertips. And we're going to get ready for that next inhale. Let's go. Inhale, lift off. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Keep pulling the back of the neck long. Pull those toes towards your knees and get those heels to reach long behind you. And rest for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's our first set of 3. We're going to go arms down into this A position. I'm going to keep my fingertips on the floor and try and pull my arms long down behind me as my head gets tall up above me. We're going to go for that next inhale in 3, 2, 1. Lifting off for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set down, exhale. Feel your chest really rest into the floor. Feel the back of the neck grow long. And get
ready for your next inhale. Lift up, breathing into the back of the shoulders, breathing into the back of the neck, pulling the shoulders down, and relax for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting off. Big deep breath into the back of the rib cage. Breathe west, east and west, and north and south here. And let go on our way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms are going to come out into the T position here. We're going to take our fingertips and we're going to crawl our arms out a little bit wider. We want to feel those shoulder blades get really far away from one another, really wide, east and west. And as we inhale, we're going to try and get wide, east and west again. So let's lift off in 3, 2, 1. Lift off for 4, 3, 2, 1. As we exhale here, let's pull a little bit longer with those fingertips. See if we can't get a little bit wider in 3, 2, 1. Big lift off, big breath into the back of the shoulders, back of the neck, still pulling the back of the neck long. Getting ready to set down in 2, 1. Nice deep exhale, really getting heavy into the belly, into the chest now. For 3, 2, 1. Lift off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good, really good. Resting now here, pulling fingertips a little bit longer on this last exhale. Slight pull down of that tailbone, really try and get that spine long. And we're going to come up now into our Y position. Hands go a little bit further overhead. If you need a slight bend in the elbow, that's okay, but I really want to try to get arms as extended far out and wide as they can in this position. Things are starting to heat up a little bit, so stick with me here. We've got 2 more intervals to go. We're going to get ready to lift off with that inhale in 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Breathe into the back of the neck. Get tall and long in this position for 2, 1. Fingers rest down. Nice long exhale. Feel the toes pull, heels behind you. Tailbone gets long behind you as the neck pulls long in front of you. And we're going to get ready to lift off in 2, 1. Let's go. And set down. It's okay to hear that exhale, probably a good thing to hear that exhale. Let's go for last lift off here. Big deep breath through the nose, inhale through the nose, fill up between the shoulder blades here, and getting ready to set down in 2, 1. Big exhale through the mouth. Very good. Pull those fingertips a little bit longer as we finish this exhale. 2, 1. Awesome. Hands are going overhead into our eye position. Head is still off the mat. Eyes and nose straight down. Really pulling those heels long behind us. You can drive the knees into the floor a little bit more if you need to in this position, helping keep that tailbone down and long. We're going to go for this first inhale here in 3, 2, 1. We have lift off, big deep breath through the nose, fill up the back of the rib cage, between the shoulders, pull that neck long, and rest in 2, 1. We've got our exhale, long, deep exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. And rest. Pull those fingertips long. Use those fingertips to pull those shoulders a little bit higher. Pull those arms a little bit longer overhead. Last inhale in 3,
2, 1. Lift off. And let down for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. I'm going to take our arms, let the back of our hands go to our side near our pockets. Choose a side for your cheek to rest onto the floor. Let go of your toes. Let the tops of your feet rest into the mat. Feel your head get really heavy into the floor. Find some regulation in your breath. You're going to feel the shoulders and the chest get very heavy and really weigh into the floor. Our hips, our thighs, our knees, feel those get super heavy, drown into the ground. Our calves, our shins, and our feet. It's like we have weights on them just getting pulled into the floor. Find that regulation in your breath. Easy, deep inhales to the diaphragm. Let it go. Nice and heavy into the floor. Lots of good work here. Lots of decompression, lots of strength, lots of length. Lay here for as long as you would like. Great work today. That's a quick and simple but not easy decompression flow. Hope that worked for you. We'll see you next time.